from Blue Star Crochet. I'm waiting for people to join me today for a live chat. Hopefully everything is working. Hopefully you can hear me. Hello everyone. Sorry, just a few setup things. Hi everyone, hopefully you can join me, you can hear me and everything is working fine. Pop over to the chat section and let me know whether you can hear me and where you watching from. I'll be interested to know. Right, I think we're live. I think everything is working, everything is okay. And the reason we're live today is because I want to invite you all to join me for my 5-day crochet challenge to get you making your first crochet garment. Okay, maybe you made one before, I don't know, maybe you feel a little bit overwhelmed by crocheting garment because you think it's just too much, too complicated, and I want to change that. I want to help you get into crocheting garments, making something beautiful to wear that you made with your two hands and something that fits you well as well. Because tell me how many times have you crocheted something only to put it on and go, oh, it doesn't fit, right? I think we've all done that. And even when I first started, I can tell you a story. When I first started, I grabbed a magazine, I looked at the pattern, and I had no idea what gauge was. I had no idea that there is such thing that you have to kind of match the gauge in order to produce something that the designer has designed. And yeah, it went horribly wrong. It would probably fit my 8-year-old boy, but yeah, it didn't go to plan. It didn't go well, and I want to change that for all you guys. I want to give you all the knowledge and all the confidence to crochet a garment that not only looks beautiful but fits you well. And hopefully we're going to do that in 5 days. Are you with me? Now, are you with me that in 5 days we're going to bust all the myths, we're going to take all the stress out, we're going to reduce the overwhelm to nothing, and you guys going to be able to crochet your garment confidently with all the knowledge and all the power that we're going to go over in 5 days. I have broke the challenge down into 5 days. We're going to go over it one step at a time. We are gonna go through all the details, because crocheting a garment is slightly different than crocheting any other project. There is a little bit more to think about, a bit more to take into account. So we're going to go all through the details, and we're going to then, after the 5 days, we're all going to pick up our crochet hooks. We're all going to grab our patterns that we have chosen, and we're going to get into it. We're going to get stuck in, and we're going to make something beautiful to wear to be ready for the holiday season. I don't know what you're aiming for. Are we aiming for Halloween? Are we aiming for Thanksgiving? Are we aiming for Christmas? Okay, that's going to be one of the days we're going to set our goals and we're going to do everything together. So I've got some comments coming in. Let me just have a look. Melanie, hello. I can hear you loud and clear. Hi, Melanie. Nice to see you. Can join me. And we've got lovely Julia. Good morning from Maryland. Hello. We've got Stacey Ann. Hello. So lovely to have you here. And Julia, I've done that a few times, but I keep on trying. Brilliant. I'm so glad you keep on trying, but I know that it can get a little bit frustrated, doesn't it? It's a bit frustrating to invest so much time into crocheting something and maybe then it's not how you imagined it. So we're going to stop that. We're going to take all the stress, all the overwhelm and all the, oh, I don't know what to do. We're going to stop all that and we're going to go through all these details together. So before I get into the challenge, I've got a QR code just here. If you can see it, it's a 5-day challenge sign up form. So pop your email address in there, pop your name in there. And as soon as all the details are ready, because I'm still in the process of filming some extra videos, because you know what it's like when you start talking and then you get into this little bit, and then you want to explain that little bit, and then the video you thought is going to be 20 minutes long turns out to be an hour long. But it's all for good cause. It's all for to share the knowledge with you guys, to give you all the knowledge that I've got myself. I'm not claiming to know everything, but honestly, after a few pattern designs, I have learned a lot myself. Even before I started designing, you know, I've learned the hard way. So I want to change that for you. I want you to learn the easy way. I want you to join me for those 5 days. We're going to have lots of crochet fun. We're going to talk about everything we need to know about. And hopefully after those 5 days, you're going to know everything that you need to know, and you're going to pick up your hook and start your first crochet garment. So we've got Melanie signed up. Yes, fantastic. I'm so glad you're going to join me for the 5-day crochet challenge. And we've got Melanie. I've got a cardigan that is sat in the cupboard because it wasn't working out. This is a perfect opportunity to get it back out. Absolutely, this is perfect opportunity, because once you get it, I'm assuming that's a naughty cupboard, that the cardigan went into the naughty cupboard because it wasn't working out. So hopefully after those 5 days, you might be able to take your project back out of the cupboard, and you're going to be like, right, I know where I went wrong and I know what to do now to fix it. And you're going to finish your project and you're going to end up with something beautiful to wear. So I'm so glad you're joining me. Thank you so much for signing up. And I'm going to pop the link in the comments here. Now, I'm not quite sure which platform this link is going to come through. I think it comes through on YouTube. But I will go back to all the live channels, and I've shared the link already on my social media. So there's posts on Facebook and in the Facebook group if you're there with me. I will pop another link into my Instagram stories as well. So if that's where you hang out, then go ahead and check out the Instagram profile. I have got a sign up link in my the link in bio on Instagram. There is a sign up there. So if you want to join me for the 5-day crochet challenge, please sign up, pop your email address in there, and as soon as all the details are finalized, I will email you all the details of what you need to do, where you need to be, when you need to be there, so we can go over all these details together. So I have got a little thing I wanted to share with you, so just bear with me a moment. Let me pop it up on the screen. If I can do this, there we go. So I hope you can see this. So this is the schedule of the 5-day crochet challenge. Okay, so on day 1, we're gonna go through measurements and choosing the right pattern and size. Okay, so there is loads of different factors that you need to take into account when you're choosing a pattern you want to work on, and some might be pretty obvious, but some might be the factors that you maybe not thought about before, and maybe that is why you ended up making and investing time into something that you ended up not wearing, because I've done that myself before. You know, you jump on a bandwagon of something that we're making and that everyone else is making, and then you make it and then you think, like, why did I make this, right? So we're gonna just kind of step back and think about all the factors that we need to think about when you're choosing your pattern that you want to work on. Then we're going to go through how to properly measure to get exact measurements of your body that will then determine what size you need to choose from the pattern. We're going to talk about pattern sizing because it's very different to the shop bought items of clothing. So the sizing of the crochet garment patterns is slightly different. So we're going to dive deeper into why it's different and how to kind of make sense of all this sizing and choose the perfect size for yourself. Day 2, we're going to talk about materials and yarn substitution. This is topic that is, it's a huge topic that if you get it wrong, it can make the whole project go wrong. I'm pretty sure we've done that all ourselves before, where you just grabbed any old yarn and started making something, and it wasn't working out, and it was working out too big, too small, the fabric was too stiff, or it was too loose. So we're going to look at different materials. We're going to talk about yarn. We're going to talk about how to substitute yarn and what factors we need to take into account when choosing a different yarn, because I know that people sometimes need to substitute fibers as well, because some people don't get on with wool, some people don't like cotton. So I get it. We all have our preferences, but we're just going to talk about a little bit about the science behind all these different fibers and how they behave and how you can substitute them. We're also gonna calculate how much yarn we need, okay? Some patterns can be a little bit vague on the yarn amounts and yarn quantities. So I'm going to give you a very easy formula on how to calculate the amount of yarn you need. Now, this is not just for garments, this will work for pretty much any crochet project. So we're going to look at how to roughly work out the quantity, and yeah, it will be a quick little formula. So you need to get your maths brains on, but it's not difficult at all. We're going to go through it step by step, and I'm going to explain everything to you. Then on day 3, now don't roll your eyes, it's all about gauge or tension. I know, some people skip the gauge swatches, and that is where 99% of the crochet garment projects go wrong, because people don't do the swatch, they don't match the gauge. I know it's extra step before you want to just jump in and dive into your crochet garment project, but it's so important, and I'm going to explain why it's so important, because I think some crocheters still think, oh, well, if I just follow the pattern, it'll work out, it'll be fine. But we're going to talk about why gauge is so important. We're going to talk about what to do when you can match the gauge, how to adjust the stitch gauge, how to adjust the row gauge. We're going to talk about all that. I'm going to give you some real practical tips and tricks on how to match the gauge perfectly. And we're also going to talk about some instances where you don't quite match the gauge and what you can do to still make something that fits you well. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about adjusting a crochet pattern as well. That might be a little bit advanced for some people, but once we kind of understand the construction of the pattern, it will be easier for people to do. Then we're going to go on to day 4, and that's reading a crochet pattern, because let's be honest, if you can't read the crochet pattern and if it doesn't make sense to you, then that's you're going to get pretty stuck, aren't we? So we're going to look at reading a crochet pattern just through some basic abbreviations, basic crochet chart symbols if you follow charts or if you prefer charts. We're going to then look at some crochet terminology that is specific to crochet garment patterns. Okay, there are certain words where we go right hand corner, left hand corner, right shoulder, left shoulder, right side, wrong side, and all this. And when you've got all these terms used within the same crochet pattern, it can get a little bit overwhelming, and you can be I'm totally lost, I'm giving up. But we want to stop that, so we're going to talk about some crochet garment specific terms that the patterns use and how to make sense of them. And then on day 5, we're gonna go right back over everything that we've learned. If you do have any questions, we're gonna go over questions and stuff. And then on day 5, I'm gonna make you all make a plan and stick to it. So we're gonna set ourselves some goals. We got some SMART goals. We're gonna fill out a little planner. I've got a little printable planner for you, or a digital planner if you prefer. So we're going to set ourselves some goals, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to stick to that plan, so it's not going to end up another item on your work in progress pile. Okay, because we don't want to add to those, do we? We don't want to add to work in progress piles. We want to work on something that we're going to see through from start to finish. So that's our schedule for the 5-day crochet challenge. Okay, as I said, I'm still working on some materials and I'm hoping that the challenge will be ready in time. So I'm not quite sharing the dates yet. It is going to be in September. Let me just confirm that one. But I'm not quite sure whether it's going to be the week starting the 18th of September or the week after, okay? There are still some little bits of technical stuff that I need to work out, so I don't want to kind of say, right, it's going to be the 18th and then struggle to get it out to you guys. So I haven't set a date, but it's going to be in September, definitely. Excuse me. Right. So let me get this off my switch to this one. Right, I hope you can see me. Right, let's look at some comments. Have we got any more comments come through? Julia just signed up. Thank you for this challenge. No, thank you so much for signing up. I'm so happy that you're going to join me. That's absolutely amazing. And Melanie, so sorry, I was hoping to stay longer, but I'm at work and I've got to go into a meeting. Oh gosh, well, I hope the meeting's not too boring and it goes real quick. So, but thank you for joining me anyway. So, yeah, you have got the link. You can scan the QR code, which is here, or the link should be in comments. I've got little ticks that the comment with the link to sign up for the challenge has gone through to YouTube and Facebook. So I'm hoping that that's the case. If not, I will pop it in the descriptions and I will post the link again on social media. So you can go and grab the link, sign up to the challenge, and as soon as I've got all the details ready, I'm going to email you with all the dates, where you need to go, where you need to be, and what you need to do to take part in this 5-day crochet challenge to get you making your first crochet garment, because I'm so excited for everyone to make their own beautiful and well-fitting crochet garment. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for today. I'm sorry that I don't have the dates yet, but I just wanted to quickly pop on here to catch up with you guys and to let you know that it's happening. We just need to kind of work on the very last details. But as I said, sign up for the challenge, pop your email address on that form, and as soon as I've got all the details ready, I will be emailing you. I will let you know about all the details in due course. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go outside and take a breather, because if you're in the UK, you know it's super hot. It's gonna be super hot until Sunday. We've got like 30 degrees heat. It's like a proper second summer. So I'm gonna just go and cool down outside because it's super, super hot in my living room. I've got the sun coming in, so I'm baking hot. And I've got one more comment from Julia. This will help me to get some whips finished. Thanks again. Of course, yes, absolutely. If you put them on a naughty pile because something went a little bit AWOL, or something went a bit wrong, we're going to go through all the details. And when you work out what has gone wrong, you can then go back to your whips and yeah, you can finish them and get them on you, get wearing them. And we've got Stacy looking out for your emails. Fantastic. Thank you for signing up. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me, whoever was able to join me. If you're watching on replay, look out for the link in the comments or in the description for the live video and sign up. Join me. Don't miss it, because FOMO is real. Fear of missing out is real. It's horrible. Don't miss it. Be there or be square. And I hopefully see you very soon for another live, because we're going to do lots of fun things. It's going to be a live event. Okay, that's probably what I didn't say. So we're going to have some lessons that I'm going to pre-record. They're going to be some materials to download, but we're also going to be doing live sessions. So just to prepare yourself for the 5-day challenge, if you've got any question regarding crocheting garments, anything at all, pop them over or write them down, get them ready and come prepared. you will have me live like this. You can ask your questions, pop them in a comment, pop them in a chat. So anything that's not making sense, anything that you always wondered about, but nobody ever gave you a straight answer. Hopefully we'll get through all the questions on these live sessions, and yeah, it's going to be lots of fun. So don't leave me hanging. Join me. Please sign up to the challenge. You've got the link there in the comments, or scan the QR code here for the 5-day crochet challenge to get you making your first garment. And I can't wait to see you. I can't wait for this. I'm going to go ahead and finish all the technical details that I need to do for this challenge, and I can't wait to start it, and I can't wait to chat to all you guys. So thank you so much again for joining me, and I will see you very, very soon.